The epic Western starring Kevin Costner is a hit on Netflix's worldwide top 10 chart 6 months after its box office failure. Before he controversially decided to leave the series, Costner had his biggest starring role in years in the small-screen neo-Western Yellowstone. Taylor Sheridan's drama not only made the Oscar winner a streaming star, but it also reminded viewers of the iconic status its star had achieved in the 1990s, largely due to his work in westerns. Actor John Dutton of Yellowstone wore spurs for the first time in the 1985 film Silverado, but he didn't return to the trail until Dances with Wolves in 1990. This time, Costner was both the star and the director, and when he won Best Director and Best Picture at the Oscars, he was on a high. But when the newly minted Western icon attempted to replicate that success, he failed. Wyatt Earp lost its box office battle with Tombstone, and the post-apocalyptic adventure film The Postman, which was influenced by westerns, suffered even more. Open Range, released in 2003, was a modest theatrical success and helped Costner regain the favor of critics. Chapter 1 of Costner's Western comeback Horizon, an American saga, is ranked in the top 10 worldwide on Netflix. Horizon, a story of America gestated for decades before Chapter 1 was released on screens in 2024. The original concept for the saga had been developed into a 4-film epic by the time of its release, with a $100 million total budget. Given that Costner acknowledged investing $38 million of his own funds in his ideal project, his personal stakes couldn't have been higher. Despite earning slightly more, $38.2 million, than Costner himself invested in the production, Chapter 1 did not perform well at the box office. Despite its box office failure, the first installment of Costner's Horizon, an American saga, is now available on streaming services, and the epic Western has made it to Netflix's global top 10 chart via Tudum. According to the streamer, Costner's 3-hour franchise launcher received 12 million viewing hours and 4 million views in its first week, ranking it at number 7. Our analysis of Horizon's performance on Netflix. When the project was officially confirmed, the star director of Horizon was met with a harsh reception from critics who rushed to call his 4-movie plan foolish. Costner swiftly responded to the critics, saying that even if the first film didn't do well at the box office, the entire series would still have a very long run. As he stated in August 2024 to E! Online, "I've had to deal with people who don't care about me. However, since they have no control over Horizon anymore, they cannot dismiss it, and they may say, well, this is what it did at the box office, but I'm confident that this film will be watched for the next 50 years. While Horizon might eventually succeed, Costner's epic 4-parter required instant success in order to be realized. Warner Bros. Postponed the release of Horizon, an American saga. Chapter 2, which was originally scheduled for August, due to the first installment's poor box office performance. The suspension of Chapter 3's development because of financial difficulties was another setback. Whether all 4 of Horizon's components will ever be realized is still up in the air. The fate of the project may actually rest with a streaming service like Netflix, whose substantial financial resources could enable Costner to complete Chapter 3 and create Chapter 4. At least their creator would get to see his vision come to life, even though the films probably wouldn't get a major theatrical release after that. Given that Horizon, an American saga, Chapter 1 is off to a respectably strong start on Netflix, the suits there might continue to monitor its ratings in the hopes of collaborating with Costner to complete his expansive historical saga.